Good evening, travelers. No hours once more begun. Yar back in Timberborn, and this is the experimental branch. This is the 1.0 version of Timberborn that will be coming out at some point. I've started in this map. This is the lakes map, and since I have beaten this as Iron Teeth, I can change my start position, but I'm largely using this as an opportunity to look around and see, what changed. So something that changed was the water source that was originally over here, where these ruins are. That's gone. It's been turned into a water seep. And the tricky thing about this one is that it really changes how you want to approach this area, because I cannot surround it and make a water tower out of it. It cannot, because it'll go up to a certain specific height and you will stop there. And the worst part is I'm going to have to... This can turn into bad water, so that's going to be a problem. This has not changed at all. So this is still a bad water source. It does not look like this changed. Nothing here has changed. If that's still here, that's still here. That barrier is still here. All of this, I believe, is still unchanged. There isn't much difference in here. What's actually kind of disappointing. So let's actually go back to the main menu. Let's go ahead and let's see. What are the other maps like? We know what lakes looks like. Has plains changed? So let's look at plains. And again, I'm not going to be saving any of this. I just kind of want to see what's different. I don't think waterfall got changed at all. And the geothermal engine, I think it's called the steam engine now. This thing. That's the same. Still the same there. Oh, this is new. An alternate route for the bad water. Interesting. don't know why I do that. I could ride it around if I wanted to. And just use the flow for that bad water. Uh, this doesn't seem to have changed too much. Well, yeah, the natural overhang. It did not exist prior. The mine is unchanged. The metal here is unchanged. All this here is unchanged. No change there. Yeah, no change with that one either. Kind of disappointing. Yeah, they put that water source all the way under there, which is annoying. For the purpose of just ensuring just for bad water redirection. Gosh, is that it? That's kind of new. I haven't seen that before. And again, I haven't actually spread out to this far out from the one of the plains. I mean, I've always, settled this area. But the problem with this is water looks really nice. They really did a good job with the water. But yeah, it's a little problematic. I mean, I've settled this area. I've tried to in this bad water. I mean, I could redirect it out to here if I wanted to. And then do what? Another channel for... I mean, this area here would be good for hydropower. Okay, let's go to main menu. Let's check on the other maps. So, oh, that is a new... So this is a different lo-fi playlist. Yeah, waterfalls, I don't think got any changes. In fact, hold on, let me pull up Steam again. So I can look at the, patch notes. Okay, so... geothermal fuel, geothermal engine... So we added water seats to lakes, craters, and Helix Mountain. So, yeah, they probably turned that into a water seat there. Brambles to Helix Mountain and Mountain Range. Natural dams to lake. You also added water seats to lake. Yeah, added water seats to lakes. Natural dams are also in lake. Geothermal field is in Canyon Mountain, Thousand Islands, which is... Yeah. Place like that is definitely going to need the geothermal. Well, just so much bad water there. But nice diorama. A conventional. But it's tiny. Yeah. Pressure. Gosh. What's pressure supposed to be like? Fogging up one outlet could have consequences. Error elsewhere, multiple unstable cores. Oasis? Yeah, you start around there and then you have to unlock all the other water around the area. Hello, Arnie. How are you? Beaver Rome. I've always actually wanted to do a Beaver Rome run, but Beaver Rome is actually a rather tricky... Beaver Rome is really, really tricky. It's a very, very difficult one. I better now. Good! I'm glad to hear that you're doing a lot better now. Ah, strange for heading into a holiday season and yet we all feel kind of bleh. Gosh, that's a start area. So we have a geothermal over there. And get power. Geothermal engine. Hold on. Get steam engine. Add water to steam engine's recipe. Makes sense. So who gets steam engine? Unless it's INTs who gets it. They're not astonished days. I had to put up with 5.5 hours of fire race. Yeah. Ah, gosh. The thing is, on the Stray server, I don't, I kind of mute the alleyway, the main chat, because it is too much activity. I get really overwhelmed, so I just kind of have to tune that out mentally. But, so, I'm sorry, I didn't see this, that you had to put up with the fireworks. But, if it's over now, right? Doing okay now? It is very busy at times, no worries. Okay. This, I believe, is pure bad water. So yeah, that goes out to bad water, that goes out bad water. Also bad water. Not. How many? We've got 2 fresh water. It's crazy. But it is 1:30 a.m. Gosh. Ah. Well, do rest if you need to get rest. Please. Only source of water here. That's gonna be tricky. Because there's not a lot of... I imagine I'd probably another half hour to an hour. Alright then. Well, yeah, I understand if you're just all wound up, it's just hard to sleep. Geothermal got added to Beaver Room, which they have to add that to Beaver Room, because otherwise you're not getting any power elsewhere. But the problem is... Yeah, so when did... I have to look for steam engine. I don't know. When did... Okay then. See you soon. Bloody hell, why do you do this to me? Hello, Volson. We named engine steam engine now that there's also geothermal engine in the mix. Okay. Ah, added water to the steam engine. So, IRG's got technically nerfed, with the engine because now it requires water, but it makes sense. How are you doing, Wilson? Trying not to die and laughing at EA for being stupid. Oh no, what did they do this time? How much does that give me? It gives me 400, which is not bad? Maybe it's worth 2-ish water wheels. Weapon challenges dropping down to roughly 10% of what they were. And this is why Achi and I boldly waited before getting it. And that one. I could knock over that right there, but... Hold on, that's a normal water source. Oh boy. That's a tricky one. So I have to close this one out. No, force the flow out the other way. Even easy challenges were nerfed. Eh. That's also a... Oh, darn. So we have 2 bad water sources here, which I can't... I'd sluice out this way. That's still gonna be a far run. Oh my goodness, this is... This is going to be very, very tricky. Yeah, we'd have to clear out this side. Building an open pit mines. Yeah, this is still... And the worst part is, once you hit bad tide, all of this is just going to mess you up really badly. You're going to have to just make giant hour reservoirs or something. Yeah, this is like one of the hardest maps. And I wanted to see what it was like, especially because I want to do stuff with, geothermal fields. But this is still insanity. Yeah, this is just insanity to tackle. It looks fun. Yeah, but you're going to need a lot of infrastructure in order to tackle it properly. And you do not have a lot of good space to start out with. Like, sure, you have geothermal field here, but you cannot stick a lot of industry here. You're going to have to move mountains of dirt in order to get things working here. Here's the thing, even if you do dam this area right here, in order to just try and clean up the place, it's going to overflow in some direction. It's going to overflow in all directions. My goodness. There's just so little flat land. As Von Park Chat for menu. What enemy group been let loose? Well, they just do nothing. They just stayed there and did nothing. So geothermal fuel is also in Canyon Mountain Range and Thousand Islands. Thousand Islands I can probably do a lot better with. I think the issue with mountain range is again the elevation differences in the geo for its very little flat land to work with. And I think that's why they got geothermals, because you not have a lot of good running water. Thousand Islands is actually really, really nice. Because if you drain the water, that will give you a lot of good flat land. I kind of tried a Thousand Islands run, but then stopped. For reasons I don't quite remember why. Okay, so good news is that, you immediately have stairs, which is good, but where is the closest? You're going to want to get to that for science. Oh, where's the geothermals? They said oh, what? The one there. That's it? That's all you get? That's all you get? You one there. One here. You don't start with... Hmm. The bad water play here is just to, sluice it out. Ultimately, you're probably going to want to build like a giant reservoir right there, or a ton of water wheels. But yeah, I am overwhelmed. Is there anything? Mountain rivers. Let's see. Got this one. Yeah, the forest is. You think the forest is nice, but there's just so much. And the berries are not seeded, so it's actually kind of bad. So I think Gentle Rivers really wasn't built with bad water in mind. Close your eyes and click. Let's see, so any other nice maps going on here? Yeah. Huh. Weekend slide around McCookin things makes more fun. The forest is still one of the most popular, huh? Okay, let's do this. It's anything else that would be on. So we have relics, geothermal fuels, mountain range. Might not be too bad. Relics beside meander, mountain range, dozen islands. What's cliffside? Like, you're showing a Steam name. Yeah, I mean, my Steam name is just my name, though. It's fine. I kind of just want to do no bad tides at all, but you already know my name. I'm Fui, the Somatech Witch. That is my Steam, though. I mean, so many other games have me as Fui, so. Okay. So the trick with Meander, if I remember correctly, was uh shutting off this area for bad tide. So bad tide will shut off this area. The water pump goes here. Water wheel goes here. Oh wow. I remember correctly, best way to handle this one is to just continue this as the aqueduct and just throw it out that way. And that is if I want to keep it. Because if I just put a bad water rig, I can do that. The first order of business is probably... Oh no. That's gonna be tricky. Okay. I really don't like that spiral stairs. Takes treated planks. It is such an important item that... It's frankly absurd. That... That's worth 200. That will give me... I mean, it can give me stairs and... Levy? Honestly, I'd want stairs and platform, maybe. It could give me stairs and Forester. High chance injury. Okay. Medium chance of bee sting. Yeah, high chance of injury. Yeah. Yeah, the bad water rig is... Hmm. Welcome back from Mass, everyone. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything 1, 2. We will take on this. We'll also start cutting this area out as well. Then we're going to shift, need a water pump, and... Okay, 200 science, that gives us... I could go for Triple Lodge. Do I really want to? I kind of want to. I could build like a reservoir here, and that would be good. But frankly, the better deal's always to uh, put it in storage containers rather than just have a pure reservoir like that. What do we have down here? Okay. Let's continue with that for now. Hey, day one. Yeah, I know construction likes materials. Come on. Okay, so that. Ah, so I grew up already. Okay. Yeah, you should have enough for everyone. That's our priority. Build the. When they need to put another. Hmm. Really, logs go under its own? No, I don't like that. Logs really shouldn't be doing that. Now. I don't want them crossing this area, especially not with this bad water right here. Well, well, well. Platform? It might be just platform. Platform Forster and... Huh. Okay, let's go. Welcome back, Arani. Well, as long as things are still okay, then it's all good, right? Oh, now. That is an entire adventure. Oh, my goodness. Huh? Honkai Stario? Really? I knew you were also doing that. Well, I probably should have known. Anyways, for those of you who do not know me, I am Fui, the Somosek Witch, and DC wish you miso as always out your main quest. Kada regard which Ashu related to witches of the witch's cabin. That's a win. A good quest. I should have the quest system up. Yes, it is, or... feel free to browse any of my other wares. We are in Timberborn right now. We are playing on the new experimental branch. Taking a look at some, well, not a lot of new features in here. We do have stuff like the relic, which gives us more science. But right now, other than that, there isn't a lot of new features just yet. I might just save this one and go to the Oasis map, which has a lot more interesting mechanics to it. We can pause this here and see back here. Anyways, how's Honkai Stario? Good sycamore pompa. Just fun gambling at the neat event, slow day. Better than a bad day, right? More you viewing. Ah. Marlby, I can't believe it's not Persona. Or rather, it's cause of Shimigami Tensei. E4. Yeah, I have to accept that low level. Sorry. Slightly lower priority compared to getting a warehouse full of parrots. I say, shockingly do like having that one up there. This in place, I can probably start. Oh, that's problematic. Well, it's a good thing I started off with this as my science. I can kind of put a smallish boost for them. Right there. Well, I mean, once they start eating carrots, we'll be in a better shape. Okay. Well-being 5. That should be going up soonish. Two more clanks. Oh, no. Can't make, oh no. But... I don't know what that heat is doing out there. I could go down and... Actually, I don't even need to. Okay. Okay. And actually, with the extra person, you can start doing insights. Right. We have that. I mean, once we do get across here, I can start cutting through these oaks. Ah, gosh, I mean, start is always rough. Like, once I get to a steady supply of metal, then maybe I'm doing okay, but till then it's just tough. Yeah, this is getting very much yikes. Alright, prioritize this a little. My goodness. Okay, so our food seems to be fine. We should be able to. We might be able to get this before the next, break. It once. And just in time for the drop, huh? Yeah. Okay. Gosh, went down to 2 logs. Cutting it really close. But we do have the dam here. Means we will be okay for water for even just a short bit. Come that on so that we have this back. Oh no, please. Stop lagging like that. There we go. Getting more logs again. Alright. Now this here. Let's actually do a little bit of a gamble. We'll go for oak already. I do not have a can't do vertical. Because I need gears. Once we put water wheels through here, we'll be in a lot better shape. Ocean Neck materials, cause we need some here. We have to labor there, so that's fine. Huh. Very much not fond of the current situation. Stake out these bushes as well. That will be a project for another time then. Food is fine. Our water is... Water will have to hold for now. I kind of do want to get to Badwater ASAP. Though, where's it going to take? I mean, good though for... In order to get Badwater, I need metal, and metal... Wait a moment. Oh! Gosh. I'm dumb. I should have realized I could do that. I had an opportunity and I missed it. Okay, the next cycle I will go for... Yes? That is a huge amount of science. I know construction lacks materials. And while I could put levees there, I don't know if I really want bridging at the river just yet. I mean, I definitely could. Narrow the river here a little bit and then just stick a wheel on. That will give us a significant amount of power. I'd have to put, like, a bunch of windmills also, maybe somewhere around here. Yeah, that'll be in later. Why are you trying? Oh, that's silly, but that does work. And we can keep getting more berries here. I'd want to put, like, my housing somewhere maybe here. Hmm. This should be able to do that. We could probably do some artificial irrigation around here once we do get... But we are going for scavenger flag next. I think this is like the fastest I've ever gotten to metal. Can't you turn in quests like a normal adventurer? Ah, the grief. Burning jump scare. No, Yuki. Don't give that to me. Find one of my familiars and dump it on them. I took a drink. Ah. How are you doing, Yuki? Someone pass away. Hydration also Hydration has been throwing ever since I put it in. Like, ever since I had the throwing system, hydration would throw. Okay. And you. Do this. If you can, that really, really changes up how I'm going to handle this. It can. Alright, that's a huge boost to my science. Levy, yes. Mother is also going to be a yes. I'm going to want to have a bad water pump, kind of. But I think trickle launch is more important right now. Not even. Hey, put those in the quest bin. Gosh. Really, really greedy, are we? What am I doing? That was not a hydrate, that was just a turn in. Still, good to take a drink. Oh, I'm sure you're enjoying the massive barrage of that occurs when a hydrate happens. Ow! Was that absolutely necessary? No, no, don't do that. And I am glad you are all enjoying the voice lines. Or the priority on that one. You haven't injured. Yeah. That's how it goes. Prioritize this one. Are you hungry? Go get food. Are you thirsty? Go get water. Lot digest. Ah. How did you not survive the apocalypse in the first place? You're out of trees. Again, not much, but we take what we can get. Yeah, the bad water source is not fast, but... Here we go. Okay, looks like we're doing okay now. What is that? A gear storage. Then... there we go. It's a silly trick, but it works. Our food looks okay. Now it's time to start doing this one. Oh no. I mean, we can... start with this, then we will start transitioning over to these housing. But yeah, that water pump is good. Not gonna see those for another few cycles, though. Let's see if you can get this done. And we're going to have our overflow labors right there. So, We'll get that ASAP. Well, that's fine. I'm kind of surprised that... Am I really surprised that they're prioritizing all of that just before? Oh, Atria, I got something for you. Drinking. Good night, Ronnie. Thank you for coming by. It was a pleasure to have you here. Okay, so we have that. Palm duck down to you, right there. Now we are very stagnant at the moment. Largely because of not able to do much until we have enough materials. Two injuries, okay. Alright, let's see some life improvements. Ah, well, that's bad. Really bad. I could say this out. I don't need these berries anymore, and I can always grab them there, so let's do that. Well, if you think you're up to the task. So definitely put gravity batteries over the... Maybe let's get another... carrots. You know other beaver lords, Yuki? Gotcha. Actually, now would be a good time to... go across one legit. Bloody hell, why do you do this to me? You did this to yourself, Yuki. Hmm. Fly these upper hit enter Rue by the sense. I was like, uh-oh. You may think I know other beaver lords. Uh-huh. Yeah. You did this to yourself. You have only yourself to blame. The quest Tunnel bin is over there. Ah. Oh, you. Alta Lord is Aeonix. Mm-hmm. Yes, Aeonix. As nice as this is, I am absolutely not appreciating the... Okay, we are holding steady there. Like once these are cut through, I can put these up and clear out this area. This area might be just nice for artificial irrigation. We may want to start with we may want to actually start running around with the observatory soon. The observatory needs iron resin. Means I need it on tap source of pine. Which is fine. Almost there. We are almost there. Maybe just like 3 more days. No good. No good. No. We'll do it from the front. We'll do it from the front. That will cost quite a bit of planks, but... kind of annoying, isn't it? I don't know why it's taking forever and a day to get that running. Let's chase that over. We'll get more gears. We need more gears. Especially because we're going to be doing this. Pause that for a little bit. I'm getting close to... Ah. We have logs. We have logs. We're fine. See? We have logs. There we go. That'll go up. We'll soon have water ready to go. Our population really hasn't gone too far.
And with a name, it comes to be.
Yes, you live once more. It's 7 days for pine resin. Come on now. Get these ones. There we are. Alright, we got metal blocks. We're going to go for Tapper Shack. And West Viet. Yeah, what fibs that? We are going to go with... Okay, now what's that in place? What is a temporary connection here? And then once we're up here, we're going to just clear this area out and just so that we can save all these oaks down here. And actually, we can go ahead and make this a artificial irrigation area. Just put this on my workbench next time. Oh, you really are liking this. Hey, put those in the quest bin. The quest turning
Really
bin is
now?
over there. You're really
Just put
enjoying
that
this,
beside
aren't
the
you?
Beaver Lodge.
Taking a drink. You're enjoying yourself way too much. Well, I am glad you are enjoying yourself with that. Wait. Injury. This fuck. What? 3 injured. Trump. It makes it a if you really have nothing else to do kind of deal. Cause I mean, yeah. What that rudder rigging's all of that. Highest priority, gentlemen. That is a high priority for tomorrow. Food is kind of not doing too well. Barely sustaining as is. Oh gosh, I totally botched that. This is Peter going to have to move at some point, which is fine. So, concerning, but we will keep going. Yeah, we should be able to have a significant amount of power coming out of that. Yeah. Although I highly doubt being able to. I mean, we'd have to. One is already out of range. Yeah, they chew into potatoes really fast. They may want a Too high? Already cleared out? I'm joking. Well, this is all I get for now, huh? I know these guys are going to just absolutely screw themselves over trying to make all of this. It is okay. Oh, have I forgotten to drink again? Billy, already, huh? Alright. That trick taken. Probably can go right for... I mean, we'll see how this goes. Let's actually divert and get these inventors up. Because we're going to want to make a drive right through Observatory. Observatory is incredibly powerful, and the more we have, the better off we'll be. You don't have planks at the moment, but... Oh well. Indeed, soon this is going to be just all oak growing area. And... it is just not enough. Alright, I'm going to just lose this crop. Not realize I was in that bad of a situation. Yeah, I'm going to lose all of the potatoes. Like, unless it dries out, unless it comes in really soon, I'm gonna lose it all. Which is just how it goes. And they're dying. Ah, not too bad, I suppose. Yeah, that's just how it goes. You might get that time really soon. Oh, Yuki. Such as it is. I mean, we have... this pool of oak is going to do us well. Probably need to pull in another builder's hut once I get enough signs here. Make that a higher priority. Then we can just finish this one out. What's the... yeah, it's starting to come together. One injury, that's fine. And at some point, going to have to start running these up. There we go. We have the Tapper Shack, we do have the Tapper Shack. Not by 2 planks, although the issue is just largely having to run that far, huh? How is Yuki, by the way? You are currently a farmer. It's 250. Okay. That was a little better, but still not good. That is now highest priority. I thought this was a 2x2, it's a 3x3. That's fine. Right, we got the water there. Bad water pump that takes that much. For deep large water pump we need rated planks, so... Open that up. We can probably... Well... The next move that's going to have to happen is going to be... Double floodgate. Put this one back up. Don't need that anymore. Darn it. Did not mean to do that. Hmm. So we're going to need more planks. So we'll get that set up there. Okay, so our logs are going to be fine there. Alright, still. Okay. We're going to need... So once we hit double floodgate there, Mm. I can only shake my head. The next step is going to just make the reservoir right here. Oh, barely keeping it up. Yeah, we're going to need to have the planks largely reserved for... let's turn that off. I don't think we need gears as much as we just need everything else, basically. I mean, the funny thing is, once I hit wheat, that's so much power. So, with no other plants being consumed, we need 30 planks total. At 1.3 hours, let's say 1.5, so we get 4 planks per day. Get 8 planks per day. I'm still going to need like 3-ish days, 4-ish days. And these two are just going to go plant everywhere they can. I mean, we're good with metal blocks. We can use all the metal blocks we need. I mean, we can go for some bad water. But what we are really going to need is... I mean, yeah, we have the gears. We just need the planks. And that'll just make our science skyrocket. And if I really need to, I can always... 3 days. It's a draw. Okay. You know, I'm really shocked and surprised that this is just so slow. Oh, that's a shock. Girl out of books, you just grew up. Okay. I mean, if you really wanted to. Now, with that taken care of, with the drops there, what would be my other options for going around? Yeah, temporary amount of water that just was through there.
Hey, one at a time through the door. I just
Oh,
fixed it.
oh my. Oh, those sus! Haha. What do you mean, pirates? You're not going to pirate my dam? Oh, welcome in, raiders, welcome in. For those of you who don't know me, I am Fuyu, the Thomotech Witch, an NPC witch who meets us a ways off your main quest. Together with the Garp Witch Atra, who is, I believe, still being very social and having a normal social life. We're the two witches of the witch's cabin. Settle in, grab your quest, have a look at my wares, and join me as I... well... try to navigate a very tricky game of Timberborn. I'm playing on the experimental branch, and I am going modless,
Oh,
so...
Atria, I've got
Ouch.
something for you.
Ouch, gosh. You raid me, and you throw a can of soda at me. Oh well, I need the drink anyways. So Sus, how was XCOM? Wait, XCOM UFO Defense, is that, like, the original XCOM? Or is it a spin-off, or is it a... I'm not familiar with that version of XCOM. The OG. Ah.
Welcome to the witch's cabin, Traveler.
Huh, thank you for the follow, thank you for the follow. Ah. No, I would. Rejoice. In the Vibromonic review, I was playing X-Paris mods, which turns it into post-apocalyptic Mad Max. Indeed, that's the way to do it. 150. I remember how to do this. Please tell me I remember how to do this. Well, hopefully it went well. You're not screwed over by RNG too badly. Virgin lab materials. We have... Okay. So, in prep for the next part. We might have to shut off the smelter. However... Look, I'll handle it this way. Build some hobbits, freight them with a biplane. It's great. How does that joke go? How can you shoot hobbits? Well, since they're shorter, you want slower, so you don't have to lead them as much. Did I get that right? Rocket by one. Yes, perfect. I thought so. I thought that was how it went. Oh no, you just rated into ads. I'm so sorry, everyone. Well, hopefully the ads go by fast and I have this here as well. Drop this down to 0.7. Drain it a little bit so that we still have water. This is pretty much my attempt to at least maintain this water level here. Because what happened last time was at the end of the... Oh, got to put this one up. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna stress over it. I'm not gonna panic. You're panicking. I'm not panicking. I probably should have also put a gate around here as well. Oh. Wait. No, that's the old way of doing science, fellows. With pen and paper. Ever, I'm going to need to shift over the forge of these. I'm actually going to need to... take this strap, make this logs. You're going to empty these out. There we go. Because what's going to happen next is, well, I will unlock the zipline station, which is 700. I should be able to get 700 at a decent amount of time. Hold on. What's consuming my planks? Oh, this. That's consuming my planks. How silly of me. And they're not doing it in the right order. They're just doing whatever they can. Whatever they can reach, which is annoying. And the worst part is I'm wanting to give them rooftop terraces, but I can't. I can probably do Lido. Yeah, Lido is actually really, really powerful. We drop the water a little more here. Okay. That's good. my reservoir here works. I just have to use it manually. Welcome back, everyone. You're 1 day left in the draw. We are heavily reliant on physical beaver power in order to keep our production going. We have just finished our stairway here, which means we can continue building more housing. My food supply is still steady. I can probably push my population just a little bit more, but I am soon going to need to expand the farmland. And that's a pick a place for the farmland. There's not a lot of good spaces for it, and I might actually want to rely on something like this space here. However, the distances are going to be problematic. And while I can blow up a few things, yeah, most of my power is going to come through there. Brought this over. I'll pull this back up to 9-0. Yeah, that's the problem. We need to wait for that to fill back up, that to spill over, and when that spills over, that's going to fill up this area, and hopefully the creeping poison does not kill my trees. Okay, good. I am getting flooded. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. I'm not going to worry about it. All okay. Everything's going to be okay. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. There you go, Yuki. I mean, you don't have to panic. It's completely optional for you to panic. But if you want to panic, I'm not going to stop you. By all means. So I don't need berries at the moment, so I can use this as farmland. And honestly, I might just turn it into wheat. I might just make this wheat. However, I am going to need honestly, we can put that over there.
I swear, I just had
Ouch.
it.
Ow, ow, ow. Alright, chain taken. Thou shalt drink. Yes, I am drinking, Yuki. My goodness. If I tell you. are the beavers doing? So far, they're doing well, but not, well, they're not doing poorly. But they're kind of not super happy. Their wellness is only at 7, which is kinda low. However, in order for me to improve their happiness, I have sort of a long-ish term plan. Please tell me I can... It reaches. Oh gosh. Thank goodness. Just build pubs. So... You're not wrong. Unfortunately, the equivalent of the pub is the agora, but that requires some late-ish game materials. Alcohol cures all ailments. Unfortunately, I am not that far in the tech tree in order to utilize that. I like the way you think, but right now, that is not a capability that I'm currently capable of utilizing. Wait, hold on. I only need to be 1 level. So logs, planks, metal blocks. Okay. Although the first set of metal blocks are going to go for the dead water pump, which is understandable. And we'll probably want to have some dead water storage, like... This is reminding me I need to play more Against the Storm. Consider yourself reminded. Now the question is, if I put station here, no, obstructed. That's fine. That's fine. Again, once I have this zipline here, I have much more freedom to move these guys around. Is 9-0 just too much? Yeah, 9-0 is fine. I mean, this here would be absolutely perfect for putting some water wheels through. Logs, gears, metal blocks. That's fine. You have the metal blocks, which is good. Okay. Yeah, my population isn't growing by all that much. And it's largely a factor of I'm not yet confident enough to sustain my food supply. And I'm going to need to kind of start shifting over to the next big food item, which is going to be wheat and bread. So I have a weak view right here, and red is shockingly powerful. I did want to get Lita, didn't I? Yes. That will improve things. It's just that these builders have a huge backlog to go through. Honestly, I will put you as a higher priority. I would drop the priority of these. I'll lower the priority. Though you are not super critical, you are fairly important because you are indeed what's going to allow me to save a lot of time. Oh, someone needs work. You can go ahead and help with running that over there. Actually, no, hold on. Need more metal. Shockingly, we could actually use more beaver power here. Now, you do need gears. That's not good. Did I actually chew through my entirety of my... I did not realize I chewed through the entirety of my... Okay, we're close. That's an... I just saw a 90-something. 197. Yeah, some of these should be nearly ready to go. Ah. Yeah. The carrots are just not in a good position right now. Two grist mills. I think one grist mill can handle 2 bakeries. Farmhouse, we will pause that for the time being while these are cleared away. Our carrots are sustaining us so far, but it could be better. Always do better. We'll shut that off for now. There we go. Now that we have this, we're in a much better position. See, this... Gee, distance to 1, 2. However, that shortens the distance. Like, from 15. That's the same thing as going, honestly. Yeah. This is also 15, a distance of 15 from the city center, or the district center. Yeah, though this zipline station is as close to the district center as, or it's considered closer than even this farmhouse right here. So that really, really extends my power. Okay, good. The Vito's done. That should improve their life a little bit more. You're filled up already. This is technically higher priority. Do I need gears at the moment? I don't know. Technically, yes, I will need gears. However, if I am correctly, 190, yeah. I only need one. Okay, gentlemen, actually, I want you to prioritize this. Hearing this out. No. Wheat, wheat flour, and you will be bread. They 10. Again, every time, every moment just gets us closer to a potential bad tide. You will be high score, good. So we're now up to, well, someone got up to 9 for just a moment. You are mildly higher priority. I want you to go for wheat. And the funny thing is, the more, like, if I have bread, it actually reduces demand on carrots, so I actually don't need as many carrots. Baked potatoes. There we are. Is that another lumber mill? I've caught all of those. And you have a good amount of science here. Ah, 50. probably want is thick. Ah. Yeah, once we get treated planks, that also just will skyrocket some of our other capabilities. Down a little. Oh, perfect. All right, with that in place. So we'll let them build the platforms up here, and then we're going to get ourselves a rooftop terrace. All right, it's a draw. Not bad, not bad. Not a terrible thing. That will do this. We are going to shift the gear storage to be over there. This might be able to make it. We'll see. Okay. There we go. Nothing for Paris, right there. And we can probably start working towards Explosives Factory. Yes. Question, of course, is where the bloody hell could I put this? I'm already fighting for space as is here. Alright, how soon is this going to be done?
Oh, Malavanari.
I could have also done sunflower seeds. Which means I really, really need to start stepping up the... Yeah, the goals of this space was going to be a problem. I do not have problem with space. No, there is a space problem here. Demolish that. This takes 10 days. We're also going to need to research the bakery. Rather put it down yet. Aquatic farmhouse can goes is the next one up. Followed by, well... Much power. Okay. Alright. We'll finish this cycle and then go for one more cycle. And then we'll call it a night there. I'm not going to push my food until Prop started. Well, keep that at 0.9. 8 days. That's insanity. God, I'm not sure if I can take 8 days. Let's get ourselves some stream gauges. Hey, that's one day. We're just holding it out like this. Right, power supply is working fine. Don't need to panic, don't need to get upset. Our first wheat crop is going to come during the middle of a drought, which is silly. Again, I have this much water, which is okay. There isn't too much I can do at this point. I mean, I could unlock Battle Lord's water pump. I could start. The contamination barrier isn't gonna help me too much. Not at this point. What I do need is explosives factory. But well, actually, what I want is vertical power shaft. And windmill is nice. However, I'm really going to have to figure out. I need gravity battery. The gravity battery can, I know, even out the issues that I would have with windmill. But first, I'm going to have to figure out how am I going to put this explosives factory such that Alright, We'll start off with that. And it looks like our oak is starting to come to fruition. They'll prioritize this as the next things. Though, how's our middle thing here? 5-1. I dropped this to 4-0. 0.2 days still. Still need a little more. Because it needs to go to the other side. There we go. I understand. I think this is enough for 3 days. Right, we can end that there. Planks, gears, middle blocks. We have enough. And we don't need a lot of explosives. So we'll just use a small explosives. Gene, there. Now we can start blowing this through. Or blowing this one up here. Now, the tricky part is I'm going to have to probably put in pylon here so that it can extend over out in this direction here. As I can flood this area and use that as more tree growing. I have 2 already. We'll drop it. We'll give everything else that's here. Everything we got, it's gonna be there. So 3 days. 3 days gives our... Do I even need to do it? What even needs this? No. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Again, not an issue. Just due to how we have the 90. Oh my gosh. You're close. You're so close. Our water looks fine. Hopefully we don't dry out. 3 days is our limit, so to speak. Right, that gives us dynamite. Your excavator's probably going to have to go somewhere like right here. Or we can put it up there. But at some point we should be thinking of getting a better reservoir. I mean, we are prepared for a potential bad tide. We got 2 days left. All right, we have explosives. How do we want to handle this? One more day. We're at point 4. All right, we'll survive. It's just not gonna look pretty. We'll drop down to 8.5 here. I will raise you up to 8.5 as well. I could do a... How much does one of these need? This one needs 60. Thanks, gears. No, we're better off holding on to our gears for a little longer. Yeah, we should have more grilled potatoes piling up once we have bread going. And we are actually going to want to have this on. This becomes no priority. Drop ended. Alright, you're good to go. Here comes the water again. There we go. That is going back up. And it's a good thing we had that flight gate over there. Oh no, what are you doing? Fucking workers? What? Why? Reload shedding. We're fine now. Okay. 1 week flour every hour, 5 bread. Years. Must... Yo, well-being score. 10. What? I don't recall doing anything specific for that. Actually, let's do this. Pause there. Let's get this up so that we can transfer people out of this house. And we are nearing the ability to build wood workshop. And it needs 5 wheels. Okay. We can drop you a little. Alright, that's done. I mean, what can I do next? I can probably do what? Either maple... Or I can start working on other foods, which is I can work on the aquatic foods. You know, they're going to start eating bread. So, carrots, yep, there's the bread. Batter dog, cattail crackers, maple pastries. But again, what is the thing that we're going to need the most? power. We need lots and lots of power. I sound like an insane person, don't I? I must have more power. I'm like a villain, huh? Esco, no, that is not for swimming in. Alright, alright. More power, right there. So, I delivered, like, Casco is an actual figure in, Timberborn. Glad to have the fever named Casco at the moment. No, I do not. But it is one of the... And I think Yuki, are you still alive? No, Yuki passed away. Had a good life as a farmer. Alas. What is with that face, Yuki? Don't draw me. You don't bra me like that. So young. Ah. Okay. Ah. So, Liz. Red rolling in now. I can probably start spending on other forms of... Or I can go for Farmer Monument. See, in the past, my design with Farmer Monument would have gone... Yeah, that's a if you have nothing else to do project. Start working on that so that we may... And thank you for coming by, Yuki. Greatly appreciate it. I will see you again soon. Hey, logs plans in the quest bin. Quest bin just... Put it in the quest bin. You know what that is, yes, yes? I curse thee. May your USBs require 3 flips to connect. Aching my head. Aching my head. Stop running! Get back here and face your divine judgment. Was that closed out? I mean, I could put it here. I do sacrifice a... Let's just... We'll let it go. We'll let it rip. Actually, by all means, go for that. Ow, ow, ow. That's the problem. I'm going to need a lot more... Power wheel here. You are being scored 12. Can I get grouty battery now? It'll take quite a bit of planks, but I can start putting gravity batteries out there. And then connecting a few windmills around here. I need 13 more gears. I can only make, like, 4 gears a day. Ah, that's terrible. Yeah, I can't do much until my population of kids grow up. They're starting to work on this. 2 more days, looks like. Ah. Our bread is skyrocketing, and we are still not getting enough. Honestly, we can make these potatoes now, since we don't need as many carrots. You might want to go towards Batterdock, maybe. Hello, Otto. How are you doing? I have slight concerns. I'm okay at it so much. Oh, had? So is it all okay now? Feeling better now? Ah, that really. Oh no, ads. I'm sorry. You going right into ads. Could put a paper mill. Bad tide. This is what we prepared for. Okay, now that we're actually producing heated planks, how many more? We do not need that many more explosives. We can shut that off, and we will start working on... Yeah, gosh, gears has always been my biggest bottleneck. I could do artificial irrigation here, make this a maple grove. That tide should only last like a day. Heat treated planks. But there. Rex, this is the beaver game. You're doing quite well so far. No major issues. Had an incident which involved heavily drying out, and losing a minor amount of, infrastructure. But, all things considered, things went just fine. This is a different game, so you're not in this one quite yet. I haven't named anyone after you in this run. So this is a new map, and I'm playing on the experimental branch. So this is what version 1.0 is going to look like. Okay, I can now get viral stairs. It's really funny because Benny seriously joked that the biggest change that's coming in 1.0 is the spiral stairs. Because, grief. And that's it. It does it just like that. No mess, no muss, no fuss. That's it. That's all it is. I can just stick the farmer monument. Like, here. Okay, we're gonna run this bad tide out, and then we will end for the night after the bad tide passes. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to leave the game, just in case something does go horribly wrong with the bad tide. And I'm actually going to pause the construction, everything here. So nothing is going to get. I'm that closed. I'm this closed. And we're getting redirected. Yeah, it's only a single day, which is fine. Oh, now is the point where... And here's where I totally forgot to... Because I would put a power wheel right here. Not that it matters now. But yeah, my goodness. Ah, that's terrible. I'm so glad I put this up at least. That is way overflowing. That is absolutely way overflowing. Oh, straight up dead from contamination. This should be fine. This level of contamination should be fine. It's okay. You're draining now. Minor flooding is to be expected. It's all okay. All good. There we are. Bad side averted. No longer are we at the mercy of it. And look at that spiral staircase. My goodness. Absolute game changer. Absolute game changer. So, let's see. Who can we raid? We have B, Nona, Esther, Hengas, Mossy, Mycelia. I haven't raided B in a while. So, we're going to raid B. She's a friend of a friend. What? Beaver's unwell. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll deal with that next stream. Anyways, let's see here. Please tell me this works. Whether it works or not is beyond me. I have no clue when it will and will not work. Anyways, that is going to be our raid message. Achirami, usanen. I think she's not ending soon. So we are going to get the raid button there. Tomorrow is, we don't know what we're doing. We're going to figure it out. But that will be the last one for me and Ashia together this week, because Achu will be doing her Tarishin with Pira Friday and Saturday. All right then. Yeah, looks like B's doing her homework on Sheem. Not a bad thing. All right. As always, it's a pleasure to have you here, travelers. But until I see you again, safe travels.